President Joe Biden is holed up at Camp David, former President Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Both men are gearing up for the earliest presidential debate in modern history.
Never before has a sitting president squared off against a former president in a debate. Will President Biden and former President Trump talk about issues, or will things get personal, or maybe both? Wink News anchor Claire Galt, the only local reporter in Atlanta for the debate. She's live in Fairburn now, about 20 minutes outside the city, with some insight for us. Claire.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, I am here in a small town in Metro Atlanta because any minute now, Congressman Byron Donalds is going to arrive to take part in a forum about how black men in particular are going to influence this upcoming election. Now, recent polls show former President Trump's support growing amongst the black community as President Joe Biden's support slips. In 2020, black voters supported Biden by a 92 to 8% margin. Today, though, that number has shrunk to 77 to 18%. Both of those numbers are according to the Pew Research Center. And in a razor-thin election, guys, that small change could really be big. But voters of all races are going to watch tomorrow night's debate. A lot of them wondering how both of those men are going to conduct themselves, fearing it may be a repeat of what we saw 4 years ago.
Well, you have raised an issue. Let the Vice President answer.
Discredited.
Did Burisma pay him $183,000 a month with no experience in energy?
Mr. President,
my son did nothing wrong at Burisma.
I think he did.
Mr. President, let him answer.
$1 billion if you
that
get rid
is
of
absolutely
you know what,
not true.
You're going to have
true.
Gentlemen, I hate to raise my voice, but it seems to be, why shouldn't I be different than the two of you?
This is why the Biden campaign demanded strict rules for the presidential debates this time around. The Trump camp agreed that the microphones will be muted throughout the debate except for the candidate whose turn it is to speak. The CNN moderators will, quote, use all tools at their disposal to enforce timing and ensure a civilized discussion. UCF political scientist Aubrey Jewett told me that won't stop the president and the former president from taking shots at each other.
I suspect that both candidates will be attacking the other guy a lot. And that's typically what we see in these debates. It's how you come across, if you have a memorable line, how you look, how you sound. All of that is just as important as like what you say and the specifics of what you say.
Now, Jewett also predicted that most people will be watching to see how President Biden stands up to former President Trump, especially because there is growing concern amongst both parties about Biden's ability to handle that rigor of the job for 4 more years. As for issues, most Southwest Floridians will be watching to see how both men talk about the cost of living rising and, of course, the border. Now, if things do go as scheduled, I'll be talking with Congressman Donalds any minute now about Donald Trump's plan of action and attack tomorrow night. For now, though, I am live in Fairburn, Georgia. Claire Galt, Wink News.
All right, Claire, thank you.